All right, welcome back. You're watching Stop the Steal TV. Lots of news to talk about. Big press conference about to go down in Washington. We'll bring you to that as soon as we get some breaking news there. But let me tell you this. When I'm talking about Stop the Steal, it's not like for the next week or two or the next month or two. If we allow these people to go out there and steal this election, then we've basically said we know what we saw, we know what's happened, but we're not going to do anything about it because the results might be painful. So if we let one thing go, then we never have a chance at another free election again because they will just abuse this power like they are abusing this power. Now, listen. Many of you, I'm sure, out there, all my friends on Biz TV, listening on Biz Talk Radio, everyone on Facebook, ba-boom, thank you. We all have kids or family members, and we've dealt with youngsters. I got 3 wonderful kids. One of them's right here. My daughter Ava's here. She's 18. My daughter Victoria's 21. John's going to be 15. And, you know, when you tell your kid, if you do that again, you're going in your room, okay? And then the kid does it again, and you don't put them in their room, then the kid took all your power from you. So it's the same exact theory here. If we know they stole the election, if we do, and from what I'm seeing, we had Dr. Patrick Byrne on yesterday who's doing an independently funded, objective analysis of all the polls, and he showed us proof that the Michigan counties that he looked at, the spikes in votes that came in while the polls were allegedly closed. Think about this. This isn't some mathematical probability or some other crap. What this is simple technological possibility. Okay? Think about this. If they know there's X amount of machines in a certain polling place, and they know each of those machines can only process 1 ballot per second, or 3,600 ballots per hour. If they know that, these are public information. Precinct 11 has 14 booths in there. The booth numbers are serial number I, right? So we know how many booths are in there. And we know what the processing power is based on the specs that the company has out on public information. So now if you take all the machines in that room and you times them by 3,600, which is the maximum amount of throughput they have, okay? And then times them again by 3 hours. Okay, if all the machines operating at 100% efficiency can't possibly, by their design and specification, they can't possibly produce more vote counted than 3,600. And if you times that by the number of machines and times that by 3 hours, and the number that came in is higher than the technological possibility or capability of the machine, somebody done came in with some fake votes. Okay, now that's Patrick Byrne was here. This is an independent study. We showed you that. Yes, we have that chart, Nico. GFX 17. Okay, look at that chart. The blue lines are the 4 targeted counties: Kent County, Macomb County, Oakland County, Wayne County. Okay, those are the 4 counties. The commissioner I showed you a little earlier, who was screaming and yelling about certifying the election results, was in none other than Wayne County. Okay, so something crazy there. But the blue lines are huge deviations from the amount of ballots that were processed in all the other precincts. All those little lines down there on the bottom, those are all the different precincts in the different counties that were counting votes. Only these 4 popped up with, voila, look at all these votes. And in every instance, okay, the velocity of the votes counted is not technologically possible. It's not like some math that maybe minus than, greater than, less than. It is not technologically possible for the amount of votes that were counted in that time to actually be counted because the machines just don't have the throughput power. And I'll show you that again and again. I showed it to you yesterday. It's the first time anyone's seen that, okay? But I'll tell you this. You're going to see that, and you're going to see more because these are facts that are undeniable. And when the crazy loons on the left-wing media and the mainstream media start realizing, all right, we're going to have a hard time arguing about this one because the machines can only do, even if every one of them was running perfect, these machines can only do 100,000 votes in 3 hours. How the frig did we get 152,000 in there? Okay? And sane people even on the left, are going to look at it, and although the mainstream media wants to keep telling us to defy logic and just believe them, they've been feeding me too much crap over the whole last 4 years for me to believe one damn word they have to say, okay? So now, watch this. You want to talk about two political classes. You got a Democrat canvasser who is literally ripping apart two people who are Republicans, William Hartman and Monica Palmer. God bless you, okay? Stick with it. Thank you for your patriotism. Stand up to that mutt rag that was on there telling you that you're a racist. Okay, the guy's a mutt, and everybody in the world should send him a little note saying, hello, Mr. Muttman. Okay, but the stain of racism will be upon you because there are too many voter irregularities and you're going to say something about it. Okay? But there's two classes emerging in this country. Remember a couple of months back, Nancy Pelosi had all the salons closed, but then this video comes up of her walking around getting her hair done, and she doesn't even have a mask on. Remember that? Okay, this just in. Andrew Cuomo the other day got approved for a $25,000 raise. The governor of New York got a $25,000 raise. He came out later and said, well, I'm going to probably not take it, and I'll ask the controller and the lieutenant governor and the AG. I'll ask them if they won't take it. How many people out there got a raise? Okay? 20% of small businesses are closed. 15,000 restaurants in America are closed permanently. What about all those people who can't zoom in to deliver you a hamburger? They can't get paid no more. Okay? So the elite class is like all the legislators in the state of California who got a fully paid for trip by the Independent Voter Project, okay, over to Hawaii. So you have the legislators in California telling you we'll lock down, stay in, put on a mask, accept the results, and all of them take taxpayer money and hop on planes and go to Hawaii. That's what they're doing, okay, at the same exact time. The governor of California, who's telling us how many people we can have over for Thanksgiving, when we can hang out with our family, can we sing, can we chant, oh no, by the way, wear your mask between bites. This is what this wacko tells me. And guess what? There he is, Gavin Newsom himself, sitting at a table full of people at none other than the 5-star Michelin restaurant, French Laundry. Now, I know myself, I tried to get a friend a reservation there, and I had to go like to the highest levels of my Rolodex to just get someone a reservation. And by the way, it's about, if you don't drink too heavy, about $300 a person. So a table of 6 people smack down a nice hearty $2,000. And for Gavin Newsom,
that was easy.
No problem. That was easy. I don't need a mask. I'm with my friends. I can sing, chant, eat, no mask, between bites, and plunk down $2,000 to have a good old time. So I'm going to get into this more, but I'm telling you, they are pushing us towards two classes in our society. The aristocrat class and the rest of us, the peasants.